What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nick Harvey. We're going to be doing an oil change here on the 2014 Kawasaki KLX 250 Street. I've had it for many years, been in storage for 8 years, just doing the big run through of everything, getting it ready to turn over for that first time. You want to ensure success, you got to do it right. So today we're changing the fluids. I just did the coolant in the last video, took all of like 5 minutes to drain it and refill it. Now we're going to be doing the oil. Go ahead and get your impact gun. It's going to be a 14 millimeter. What I've done is I already went down there and cracked that bolt. It's going to be right underneath your skid plate right there. And I went to school for this many years ago. So if you don't feel comfortable, give me a call. I can help you out. But there's going to be one 14 millimeter underneath there. Get your drip pan. Make sure it's not already half full. This only takes like 1.3-ish quarts for the oil capacity. And that is also when you change out the filter that's going to be behind this plate. We'll kind of do it all. We'll see if we can get it done fast. I'm not a doctor. I'll take a look. Here we go. Kind of put upward pressure on that 14 millimeter bolt before you drop it. And you can pretty much do it without getting it everywhere. Easier said than done. Then pull straight down and away. 1, 2, 3. All right, so the oil started there, nice and easy. Check out your crush washer again on there. Make sure it's present and not like bent, cracked, corroded kind of thing. Wipe it off. If that's going too slow for you and time is of the essence, come up here and make sure your fill cap is cleaned off and free of dirt and debris. And you can go ahead and crack that open. It'll let go of the vacuum and help it all kind of flow out a lot easier. I've also got it on the kickstand right now, and it's kind of angled to one side. Again, right behind here is going to be your K&N filter. And that's what you see back in there. Just a little cartridge style filter. And I'm going to be using Mobil 1 Racing 4T motor oil. It's going to be 10W40. When you pull off that fill cap, also there's a rubber O-ring on it. Just check it out, make sure it's present, not bent, cracked, corroded kind of thing. This up here, you got 2 bolts that are going to be holding this in. We can just go ahead and get started while that's draining out the rest of the way. Might make a little mess, just have your paper towels ready and so forth. It's going to be a 8 millimeter for both of those. Get those started. And when you crack that, it's going to let some air in there. You might have to have a flathead screwdriver, we'll see. I did buy a new O-ring for this cap as well, just in case it's cracked or worn out, just because it's been in storage for so long. So you got, I said again, 2 bolts, 8 millimeter. Remove them, set them off to the side. You kind of wiggle it back and forth a few times. Should be kind of cracking that seal and hopefully letting some air in and forcing some more oil out. But if it makes a mess, we got it covered. Give a little twist. All right. So you got the O-ring there that I talked about. I'm going to be replacing that. And your cartridge filter, just take note, it's going to be the rubber gasket is going to be facing out. There's going to be a spring right behind it. Don't lose your spring. I'll show you how to get that back in here in a second. So, a couple different methods, but there's a little spring that goes behind that cartridge. And essentially what I like to do is you can use, here's a little life hack, take a little zip tie, bend that front there like that, and then you can kind of take your spring and then insert it underneath it like that, and it'll kind of hold it for you. And then what I will do is use that to put it in there and hold it while I insert the new cartridge filter here in just a second. And then let me grab that. Again, I went with K&N for my filter. There's a bunch of brands out there. Always verify your numbers. I got KN-112 on my old filter, and then I've got KN-112 on my new filter. Again, you got two sides, one without the black rubber gasket, one with, and the black rubber gasket's going to be facing out. So we got to hold that spring in place. Some people say you can use like a little dab of grease and stuff, but I mean, honestly, different greases have different additives, and I just want to make sure that I'm getting, like, you know, the right stuff in here all the time. So we put that on the bottom portion. Again, it's going to look like that. And so I'll take this, hold it in place, and then come in with the cartridge filter over it, and then pull out your zip tie. I've got my O-ring over here. I should have done that first, doesn't matter. I'll do it again. I got actually, it'll stay right there, but check your sizes before you go and take off the old one. Make sure it's still going to fit and line up. It's the right size. I can take that zip tie again. $1 million tool right here, saving the day. Old O-ring coming off. Zip tie to the rescue. Take your paper towel, just clean off around that ring area where there's some deposits present. You know, chances are you don't have a dirt bike, and that's cool. You might one day. Chances are you might have a dirt bike and not change your own oil. And that's cool. You might one day. It's not too bad, not too hard. So here we go. I wanted to get this up and running because I got the motorhome here behind me, and I want to be able to get it registered and have that as an extra vehicle on the back instead of, you know, pulling a little towed extra vehicle. So you've also got your holes, top and bottom. It's going to line up with the two holes here. Again, O-ring is back on and in place. The spring is behind there. It's holding tension. I can push it in and see that it's going to line up easy. So I'm gonna look at that one last time. Yep, it's lining up still, good. I didn't quite show it, but I had a little bit of oil residue on my finger still, and I always kind of rub that around that O-ring a little bit just to help it form a seal a little bit better. And again, you've got your 8mm bolts here, 2 of them. And as you can see down below, we're pretty much all done dripping out the old excess oil. And it's like 8 to 9 pounds. I think it says like 8 1/4 in the book. No big deal. Just don't over tighten it. Okay. Then I'm going to use the same funnel I had before. I cleaned it all out from that antifreeze, wiped it out really good. And that's what I'm going to be using to fill. So prep that up there. Again, check your crush washer on your drain plug, that 14mm. Wipe it off. And if it was really gunked up, then I would just use like some carbon choker, like some brake parts cleaner, and that would clean it off really easy, really well. Again, I kind of wanted to do this with no brakes in it, so if it's a little long for you, sorry about that, but kind of wanted to just do it without brakes and show you how easy it was. So I've got that plug in there enough. $8 to 9 pounds. Don't over tighten these. Not only did I go to school for power sports back when I was younger, but I also worked and did tires and oil for many years too. So don't ever over tighten those drain plugs for your oil pans, and also those crush washers. Super important. Okay, so next we're going to be filling it up. It's going to be again like 1.2 quarts. So I'll go ahead and do 1 now. That's all I'm going to do today, because I still got to go rebuild the carburetor for this, see if that's going to work before I try buying a new one, and then get that installed. And I want to have the carburetor on it, so when I do the first cycling of the oil, I can maybe get spark at the same time, and then I'll top everything off. So hope you found this interesting and helpful, and go ahead and like, follow, save, subscribe, and it doesn't really matter. I don't care. I enjoyed it. See you next time.